I got news for him. That account's been around a long damn time. A long damn time. Oh, homie's live. I didn't even realize it was 9 o'clock. Yeah, they did. They took it. Can somebody please ask Beast Mode to come back over here for a moment? There's Beast Mode. I'm gonna put you back in the box, Beast Mode. I'm sorry.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me all right?
That's a good question. I wonder if it's her connection.
Okay. Okay.
I can't hear her at all. No, I can't hear her.
Uh-oh.
Hold on one
So
second, y'all. Hold on. Hold
okay.
on.
Yeah, I can hear her, but I guess she can't hear me.
Okay. Okay, where's she at? Let me find her again. If y'all see her, please put her in the box. Because I'm pretty sure it was my phone. I think I fixed it. Yeah, I needed to fix my phone so I could hear her. So if anybody sees her, just there she is. Invite.
Yeah. Something with her. She was born at 23 weeks. She was a twin, and my daughter's water broke when she was 22 weeks. And the boy came, and he was with us for about an hour and a half. And they were, I forgot what she calls it, where the placentas are separate. And so because she was so soon in her pregnancy, they decided that they were just kind of let things be. Well, they don't medically do anything for a baby until they're of a certain week, which is 23 weeks. And so they just kind of let her be. Well, in the process, they left her placenta and everything in her to wait and see what happened with the girl. And my daughter went septic 8 days later, and they rushed and did emergency C-section on her. And the baby, she's still kicking. She's a tough one. She's a tough one. And they just brought her home on the 15th finally with the Mickey button for a feeding tube, and she's been doing really good. But we don't know if there's some kind of irritation with the formula or what. But when she goes to feed, she gets really uncomfortable. Get to where like she's burping a little bit, and then she'll start choking and loses her breath, and so she has to be suctioned out. She had a really, really bad spell this morning on the way as they were getting ready to go to the doctor, and then she called me a little while later and said they're going to admit her. And I was like, crap. And so I ran to Walmart, and she called and said, we're headed home to grab some clothes real quick. And I was like, okay. And she asked me to look for some pacifiers a little bit. She still has to learn the suckling of the passy and be able, you know, if you're here, and I was like, when I went back 15 with the because she doesn't have to go back to NICU, thankfully.
Oh,
So they're
that's
waiting on the
good.
room. Yeah, and so came to the house and packed some stuff, and I got to spend a little snuggle time with her. And then they called and said the room was ready, and out the door they went. So she's doing really good. Just it's scary, you know. Like she's doing wonderful, but it's still scary.
Yes, it is.
So I was like, can I just stay here, just like clean your house and like keep my mind busy instead of going home and sitting and worrying? She's like, I don't care. So I've been sanitizing everything and folding laundry, and I was like, let me get off here and harass everybody on TikTok now that I have nobody around.
I hope that everything turns out okay.
For the most part, she's gonna be okay. I believe she's gonna be okay. It's just having been born so young and just the healing process. I mean, she's overcome so much. She had a brain bleed, she had a brain blockage, she had a hole in her heart. They had when they first put her the PIC line in, it cut off the circulation to her hand, and her hands started turning black. Until right hand. They were talking about amputation and infection, and that was really scary because she was very tiny. And then they moved the PIC line to her foot, and the same thing happened there. And then they moved the PIC line to her foot, and the same thing happened there. And her whole various ways because she was a tiny bit smaller than her left foot.
Through it. So glad that she's doing
I don't.
better. I'm so glad you're gonna have a new little one running amok.
Her husband has a boy, so we got a 8, 7, 5 year old boys running around, and now there's a little tiny girl. She got all the machines hooked up to her, so it's kind of hard to get used to tubes running all over the place. But they got it figured out.
Well, that's good. That's good. I know you'll
I'm
be.
sorry, I didn't mean to like dump on you on your live or
Oh
whatever.
no, no. We enjoy hearing about these things. We enjoy hearing about people's lives. You know, I really enjoy you. I talk one other time in Mexican Homies. You've never been in Mexican Homies box?
I have not. This is my first time ever being in the box. I just
Oh,
now that I had enough followers, and I was like, I might as well because he was talking about getting banned and shut down. I was like, well, I can like start mine up and get it going. I just now got the boxes open yesterday or day before, so I just been playing around with it a little bit and thought,
oh,
if any of
that's
y'all needed it.
right.
Yeah,
Somebody
yeah,
said
yeah.
that you had accounts that she was um preparing in case he needed
That's what I was saying when they shut you down. I was like, hey, you could just use mine if you need. I don't. It doesn't bother me any because we got so much commotion going on here, and at the house I live with my friends on their farm, so we got screaming birds and goats and cows, and it's never quiet over there. So it's hard for me to get on the phone and talk because I like to give my full attention if I can, and if there's a lot of background noise, it's hard enough
Right.
when I'm trying to record my post that I make my birds screaming in the background. They don't like a particular person talking. I'm like, oh, and there's like two particular people I get to record, and she like starts screaming. I'm like, stop, quit.
Oh yeah, I think that they know. They're like, oh Lord, not them again.
Because I can have you playing, and she don't say a word, and then I'll get a couple others playing. She won't say anything, and then I get one particular one, and boy, she gets to hooting and hollering at me.
Like I don't want to hear it. Who is it that you
Exactly.
mainly cover?
Me?
Yeah.
Uh, I got Jen on there. I got oh Lord, let me go look because there's some I haven't really been paying a whole bunch
So
of attention.
do you cover a whole like a whole spiel of them, like the Wilson fam, Jen, a little bit of this, a little bit of that?
Yeah, I would say there's a pretty good combination of a lot of them. I started a notebook because I just started this account. Like I've been following several of these people for a long time, and I stopped for a little bit. Um, for about a year, I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention, and then I got back on. I'm like, oh, these people are still at it, and just started watching. It's kind of like the days of our lives. You get wrapped up in it, and you keep on going. You're just like,
You do. You
okay.
hurry home from work so you can tune into it.
It's and it's not in like an addictive type way. It's kind of like, now what are they up to? It kind of makes you question like your daily activities and how you approach people and how you approach things. And
Right.
so then I ran across somebody's live, and I just started listening, or I scrolled into it because you scroll on somebody's live and you end up at somebody else. So
Fortunately, I do know that.
hmm you're like, oops, wrong account.
Yeah, I
And
scrolled
then I
into
ran
one
into
time and they're like, "Oh, SP decided to show up." I'm like, "Oh shit, where am I at? Let me get
I
the
thought,
hell out of here."
yep. I don't know if it was last night or the night before. I was laying in my grandson's room and I dozed off listening to you guys and homies live. And I woke up and I have no idea who I was in. And I looked and I'm like, oh, I'm on the absolute wrong account. Like it just popped up and I was like, I hope they didn't see me because I try to
Sometimes
keep
they're
it
fighting
separate
so much amongst
from
that
that.
going into those live streams. It gives me anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
I I like peaceful live streams like moon pies and and catfishes
Exactly.
that they're
Exactly.
laid back. You don't have to worry. And even um Mexican homies, his is laid back. He don't really until of course that one account, that Quay plus eight, when he talks about them, they just come in there and just shut his shit all the way down like not
I've
today.
noticed that. I've
She got
noticed
all
that.
them kids up in there reporting.
That's terrible. Yeah, he's the main one that I've watched you for a long time too, but I don't really jump in and I don't know enough and know enough about too many people to feel confident yet to jump in and talk to anybody. But I've chatted back and forth with several people now that I think that there's probably a good handful that I feel confident enough. But homie has really been very helpful in getting me in the right direction and helping me put my name out there. And you have too, and I appreciate both of you guys very well.
Oh
There's
yeah,
some
that's how you got to build up the communities right there. Is to let other people know where the good people are.
And I've also noticed too these past couple of weeks. I personally don't do the drama, and I find it really important that when you get into a live that's got a bunch of us doing kind of in the same direction, it's really important to sit back and listen to who is doing what. Because I've jumped in and introduced myself or whatever, and I hope I don't have a problem with anybody because but there's a couple of them that there was one I landed into somehow. I don't remember. It's been a couple weeks ago, and I was like, this is just too much. Like they're butting heads against each other, and I couldn't understand the reasoning. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go unfollow you guys because
Yeah, there's a few people that some of these people that don't care for me has messaged and like You don't need to follow her. You don't need to be in her boxes. You don't need to blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, who? Number one, what the hell did I do to y'all? Does your
Exactly.
daddy know me?
Exactly.
Did you find my phone number in your daddy's room? Why are you so angry with me?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Well,
I don't understand.
I look at it like this, just because me and you get along doesn't mean you and the person I get along with get along, and vice versa. I can like one person that's friends with another. We don't all have to get along, but you have to show some kind of mutual respect, and you got to look at a person's character from the outside, not the inside. And I try to reach out to the people looking to donate and just say, hey, please do your research. I can head you in the right direction. And I think I've pulled more people away from donating. I've even gotten my butt jumped going in a live, and I've gotten messages that says, do not give money. And I'm like, that's why I'm here. Like, and I'm like, I know, I know. And so that makes me feel good because, you know, I would much rather these people get help.
Most definitely. Listen, if in any case, no matter the circumstances, there is resources.
Exactly.
And there, listen, they think that I just go after people who are poor and people and that's not the case. Listen, I grew up poor as
No.
hell. I'm still poor as hell.
Right. Same,
I'm
same.
poor. And but I'm not going to go out here and swindle people for their good hard-earned money. And
Exactly.
and I understand that a lot of people is one paycheck away from their whole lives being effed up. They could be on the
Hmm.
streets. Because the same analogy I use all the time. Let's say you're going to work. Let's say you're living hand to mouth. You're barely making your bills, and you have a flat tire. Well, you're going to have to fix that flat tire because you've got to continue to go to work. So where do you get the money
Exactly.
from? You don't got no savings. So do you take it from the rent? Do you take it from the light bill? Where do you take it from? And then if you can't make it up on the back end with a few extra hours, maybe at the end of the month or something, then you're screwed. And it really makes it hard for the people that listen. If community and you need help and your community can help you, and
Hmm.
but if you come on here every day and you make this your job and expect people to give their last dollar to you, I've seen people say, when when I get paid, I'm going to send you some money. If you have
If
to
you can't
wait,
do it when you get paid, and
there you go.
it's not somebody right there. And the important part too is like the people that are closest to you that will help you. Don't shit on them. Like really,
Exactly.
because
Exactly.
we've all been in the hole with dirt poured on top of us. You got to crawl out of it. I don't mind giving the person a hand up. You got to be helping yourself at the same time.
What is going on with Share Bear? You invited me into this chaos with S&J and I don't appreciate it. Move past it. What in the hell's going on? Invited her in what chaos, and who is S&J? Is
Okay, scroll up and embarrassed to ask for help.
what the
I think I'm
There's a
lost.
huge gangs of people after me for no reason. Share
After
Bear
who?
gangs, like gangs. What the like? This is the second time in 2 days that I've heard the word gangs referenced in TikTok streets.
Oh, goodness.
I'm sick and tired of being stalked on this app. We don't know you, sweetheart. Where are you being stalked at? Did Moon Pie, did you accidentally share this to her? Who is Share Bear? Can somebody please tell me?
Share doesn't even sound familiar to me. Not
I've
to
never
me
seen
anyway.
her not one day in my
And we weren't talking about anybody.
Hey,
moon pie. What what in the
I have
world?
no. You were in my life and my life. That's the only way I know her. I've never spoken to her out of turn, out of way, nothing. I don't know if when I go live, if it invites the people, but I don't follow her back. I have a screenshot of that I just took. I am not following her, nor am I friends with her. I have no idea, but this is not the place to bring it to someone else's platform. It's very tacky and very disrespectful. If you have a problem with me, you should take it private. But I don't even know you lady.
Yeah, what in the world? This is definitely no place to
Mm-mm.
and to attack moon pie and
Yeah,
say
we
that
weren't even talking.
people are coming after her. Like
Mm-mm.
literally, this is what I'm talking about. They send people like this in here, and we're just going to get rid of you and all your comments because I think it's real
Yeah,
disgusting that you
because
would
she
do her
had been
that
in
way.
lives. Yeah, I mean, I've never even, I mean, I've seen her come in lives. But number one, don't bring it to SP's platform. If you've got an issue with me, you bring it to me first and foremost.
Most definitely don't
But
bring me this way.
I don't
Right?
even know that woman.
Damn, I guess she don't know we're corn in, corn out, does she, Moon Pie? Don't get
That's
popped over
not.
here, okay?
Yeah,
Hey
it's
now,
gonna
hey
make
now,
me
when
pop
corn
off.
season is
It's
over,
gonna
we
make
get
me
all
pop
the fluff
off.
from it.
I'm about to pop off. I'm just.
Hop on out of here. I
All
love
right, bye,
you.
baby.
Hi, Sandy
Love you.
Bivens. I love
Pop
you.
me out. Pop me out.
All right, you're out. You're out
Thank
of
you.
here. Bye, beauty.
Thank you.
Like she's literally the nicest lady, and this lady saying that gangs of people are coming after her.
Did she get into the wrong live, maybe?
Maybe because listen, there is another moon pie. There is another moon pie, and she's not a very nice moon pie.
I like banana moon pie. Those are delicious.
I don't care for marshmallows. Oh yeah, I just checked and I got my road to redemption back.
Yay!
I wasn't doing anything to violence.
No.
Yeah, I don't like moon pies. We used to go into the Beechwood Farms there in I think it's Spartanburg, South Bushelfuls. We were just
Yeah.
young too, and when we were on the way home, Mama would stop and get us a knee high and a moon pie. I like
Okay.
peach knee highs, but I don't like a moon pie.
Moon pies are good, but you gotta eat them quick because if you don't eat them as soon as you buy them, I feel like they dry out.
Moon
Or
pie
maybe
said,
it's just the
"No,
way they
don't eat
make
them
them.
quick." She
My oldest
did,
grandson
she
likes
did,
to eat them in milk.
and that's why I'm glad that y'all wasn't, because I know how people who bang gang is, and y'all kept it
Yep.
pretty classy. I know y'all could have popped her like a kernel up in here, but y'all was classy, and I appreciate that because I do think that she has some kind of something going on that, and
Hey,
thank
SP,
y'all.
I look at it like this: if you got that many haters, girlfriend, you're doing something right.
Beast Mode says, I can't wait to have that many. No, you don't. She's like, can I get 5? Just give me 5.
No, it's
They
like people
always
don't like me because I'm too nice. Because I don't let anything affect me, and it drives them crazy. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but you're the creator of your own feelings, not me.
Thank you.
If you choose to get on TikTok and let other people hurt your feelings, I don't know what to tell you.
I agree. I agree. You know what? I agree 155% because I'm going to tell you right now, what people say don't affect me because I don't go listen to it. They don't need to
Hmm.
tell me who I am. I know who I am.
Well, your heart is in the right place, and I respect you. I really do, and it takes a lot for me to respect somebody and like somebody. So I got to give you credit there,
Yeah, well, I
because I'm
appreciate
very
that.
particular. Like my My bus load of people is like 2.
Her she got 2 in her bus load.
3, me, myself, and I.
Well, let me tell you something. You're about to have a lot more. You're about to have, pretty soon you're gonna have to load them up like Mexican homie does.
That's all
Like,
good.
look,
I got a horse trailer.
I've done
We
lost
got a semi-truck horse
125
trailer
people.
home.
I lost 125 people because they knew he was live.
Because they knew
He's
he was. I
he's
know. I popped
stealing
over there.
from me. He better stay on
What?
his side. He better stay on the south side. Don't come to the west side.
I was in your box. Somebody said he was live. I had my other phone sitting up, and I was like, he is live. Click, and I ended up in his live, and I was like, whoops, I'll be back. He's like, yeah. I said, like, I think I'm having issues. He said, I just saw you in SP's live, and I was like, I'll be back.
Tell him don't be coming over here collecting my kernels. He better stay over on the south side. He don't want none of this bang
Right.
ganging going on. Lulu,
He's funny.
you
He's
making
funny.
me
He
look
cracks
bad.
me up.
Lulu giving it hell down there on the floor.
How's she doing? She feeling better?
She must be because she's giving her boyfriend hell.
Uh-oh.
Poor thing. She grabs it by in her mouth and slings it all across the room and then goes and climbs back on it. Yeah, tell homie he don't want to get
Tell him we
popped.
better. He's like, where's everybody at?
Yeah, I try to ease people in over there because, oh Lord, let me tell you something. When I go live, there's like 110 people in here immediately, and it's hard to say hi to everybody.
Yep.
Julie, it's an appointment is 2 weeks out. That's the soonest one that they would give it up here, Lucy. And I'm trying to get a mobile one to come out. Get up here.
For what?
But
For your dog?
yeah, a mobile vet because listen, I told them everything that was wrong with her, and I've she's had seizures before. Okay, we've dealt with
Mhm.
seizures before. I wouldn't have been so panicked and rushed her to the vet to be charged $700 damn dollars if it was
Right.
just a seizure. When I walked in, they thought she was having a stroke. I felt
Oh
like it
no.
was neurological because of the way she was acting with her, like with her head and stuff. And $700 later, they're like, well, this is fine. That's fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is
Mhm.
fine. Here's some anti-seizure medication.
Nice.
So is it because that wasn't a seizure? That was not a seizure. I know what seizures look like. She's had seizures before. She's had seizures. I think maybe starting a year and a half, 2 years after I got her, that she started having these seizures. And I don't know if it's seizures or her blood sugar dropping because the last few times I gave her honey and she come right straight out of it.
Mhm.
So and like I said, this time it was something neurology. I mean, in her head. She was running a fever of 105.
What?
Yes, they were putting alcohol on
Oh.
her feet to get her fever down.
Oh my.
Something neurological was going on, and they throw fucking seizure medication at me, and say, "Oh, she's having seizures." Yeah, but that wasn't a seizure.
Hmm.
And $700 later, and it was, and that's what I was saying to my chat that night. Like, if they had to come in and said, okay, we're going to do this, this, and this, the price is going to be this. Is
Hi, Mike. I
that
see you. I
okay?
see everybody.
And
Right.
and then you got to decide. Well, damn, can I afford that the next $300? And then they come back and they're like, well, we've got to do this, this, and this. Is this price okay? And
Did
I
they?
said, when I run out of money, are they just going to stop treating her? Like, are they going
Right.
to
Did
say,
they
okay,
run?
see ya?
Did they run blood work on her?
Yeah, and everything come back. They said her kidney enzymes looked a little high, and her other kidneys and liver enzymes look a little high, but they're fine. They tested her her something that female dogs have, and right after their cycle is when the flare up would be, like a pancreas
Right.
maybe, I don't know. And they tested it, said it was fine. Tested her for heartworms, that's fine. But something was happening with 105 temperature, and the way she was doing her head. She would do her head, when you make a loud noise and a dog will jerk, that's what she
Hmm.
was doing. And anytime that I would go to put my hand near her, she would jerk like she thought I was going to hit her or something. Yeah, that's what it is, C.
Yeah,
Suchman.
that's
Hi, Generics World.
yeah.
If y'all don't follow that account, make sure you follow it too. But something was going
Oh
on
man.
neurological that day, and they when and I really felt defeated when they just threw anti-seizure medication at me and was like, "Well,
Right.
here,
Yeah.
because
The fever will do that too. Kind of. If she's got an infection going on and it
yeah,"
gets
and
too
that's
high,
what
it'll
I was
cause.
thinking, that it had to be something. And then they ask about, could she have gotten into any kind of drugs or any kind of medicine or anything outside? And I'm like, no, no,
Right.
no, 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 unless it was the yellow pollen, because somebody said that that is real bad for dogs, and she likes to chew on her feet, so that could have been it. They checked her for a UTI. She didn't have a UTI. She didn't have none of that. None of
Yeah. I had
that.
a dog. I had a. Uh, I rescued a bunch of animals there for a while when I had my little farm a couple years back, and I had a Great Pyrenees that came in that had puppies, and one of her puppies was highly allergic to dandelions and loved to eat them. You know how hard it is to keep dandelions off your grass on
Yes, I do.
10 acres? And who would have thought dandelion? It's crazy. I would do like an allergy check. Like if you live in an area that has high allergens, I would do an
Yeah, but
allergy
we've
check.
been here, and I know that a dog can go turn allergic or whatever, just like people can immediately, I guess. But we've been here a while, and she hasn't had any of this. Like I said, whatever she had the other day, it was absolutely not what she usually has.
Did
Absolutely
she
not.
did did she have any? Did you take her for any vaccinations
No,
in
not in
that?
a while. No, she got her rabies shots, and another kind of shot a while back, but nothing recent.
Well, they're also blessing us with new clouds falling from the sky. Wink, wink. There are animals that are being affected by just your general clouding around. So try to keep an eye on that too. I would, whenever you take her outside, just to be on the safe side, get you a package of baby wipes and just
I
wipe her
got
down really. Yeah, just wipe her down
Yeah,
really good
I
when you bring
started
her back
doing
in.
that.
Well,
And
dang it.
somebody told me it could have been her treats or something. And
True, true.
let me shut this down. I think,
And
I don't
she's
know
only
if
done it.
KK's home, and I think her stream is messed up.
She's only done it the one time.
Yeah, the acting that way, yes. Yes.
Bless her heart.
Yeah, the rest of the time, like I said, it was either her sugar or it was a seizure. And this time it was something like when I took her in, like I said, they thought she had a
But
stroke.
with that temperature though, right? With that temperature though, if she's got a high temperature like that, and she's a tiny dog, if I remember correctly. With her
Yes.
temperature being that high, it'll put her body into shock, and it very well. And I'm not a vet, but I have worked with them. It very well could have been her body fighting back the infection, kind of like a sepsis type deal. Um, when your blood pressure and your I can't think right now 'cause I'm reading the TV. When the infection that your body is fighting off gets too high and hers being too little, and she's already got a little bit of sugar problems, that could be, but most definitely keep an eye. And dang it, I wish you were closer because I know several vets down here.
Yeah, we here in our area, there's a few um that they trust the most, and they've been here all their lives, and those are the ones that I set up an appointment with. I thought about, but I don't want to, think that I don't want them to think that they've got an appointment for that day. And because I was going to call a couple of them to see, which one that, if they had any cancellations during or whatever that could get me in quicker. But there's a mobile vet that we're also waiting on to maybe come out to see Lulu.
Yeah, you could balance out the mobile vet. Like, I don't know, down here, if you have a mobile vet, you might as well pay your vet bill 3 times over.
Yeah, the mobile vet here is not that expensive. During
Oh, that's
COVID,
good.
we had a dog groomer come out, and she was literally cheaper than the groomers that you took them to their business.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Those
it's
tend to be the
crazy.
best ones, though, the ones that make those house calls because they actually enjoy their job.
Yes, yes. You know they do. And this
Mhm.
lady, she owned her, it was her and her daughter that owned the business. And yeah, they really enjoyed it. And Lulu, Layla, Layla, she's such a sweet dog, and Lulu, she'll eat you alive. Well, the groomer said that Lulu was a little princess, and Layla was the big fat brat.
Now, what kind of dogs are they?
The Layla is a Yorkie, a little Yorkie.
Oh,
Zoe, do you know Cher Bear? Do you know who that is, Zoe? You don't? Yeah, I didn't know who she was either. I don't think I've ever seen her. But I am going over to the homies. Are you already over there, Beast Mode?
no, I'm in your live.
Oh, I thought you might have another account that you'd be spying over there. I'm usually in his while I'm still on mine, but I ain't over
Oh,
there
I've got
tonight.
like 13 accounts. But as far as like getting in a box or whatever, no, I usually try to stay on this one with you guys and then my other accounts on the other ones. Because I
Well,
keep them
I
separated.
hope you get in the box with me again. We got to do this again where
Absolutely, absolutely.
we
And it all,
next
like I
time.
said, it all depends on if I'm here, kids running and screaming. If I'm at home, as soon as I go
Oh,
outside, then I got cows hollering at me and my roommate, hey, come open the gate, whatever. It's calving season, so I'm like, I want to go play with the babies
sometimes
now.
I got cows yelling at me.
Yeah, we got miniature cows out front that just
Oh,
had a bunch of
miniature
babies.
ones.
Yep,
Good
yep.
night, beauties. All right, beautiful. I'll see you over at
Mm,
Mexican
That's
Homies. Let
homies.
them know I'm coming.
Yes, ma'am. We're
Y'all
coming. All right.
don't let chat down. Just say hi.